This is the 25th of March 2020, and tonight we have our lockdown. And I want to encourage you once again to remember that even in this time that we are facing, that God has always been faithful in all generations. And He will be faithful to His people in a time such as this as well. Today I would just like to share a few practical tips with you. And we need to be practical as well in this time. But in the same breath, I want to also say that we need to fill our minds with the Word of God. Even now, I want to encourage you. Don't go watch the negative TV programs the whole day just about coronavirus. But get a balanced time where you spend time in the Word of God and fill your heart with faith to help us that we won't go insane, that we will have the protection of God and live in the purpose of God for our lives. So on my computer I've put a few notes here, and I'm going to just read it through to you. And the first note, or the first point that I would like to make, is that if you think lockdown is difficult, it is very difficult. In 10 days from now, it's not going to be funny anymore. So get discipline in your life. You know, it's easy if you've got a boss or a mom or dad standing behind you, but sometimes we've got to get our own discipline and we've got to write down our own plans. Number 2, get an easy daily program or schedule to follow every day. So spend time with God and with your family, and be alone sometimes. The suggestion that I have is I get up in the morning at 5 o'clock to spend time with the Lord, to pray, to read the Word of God. So do that. And if you've always struggled to do that, maybe now is the time to start a whole new schedule and routine. So get up in the morning, spend time with God, because that will change your focus, that will get you ready for the day. Then take your family and get in some exercise. You can do it even in small apartments. You can get your 20 minutes walk in a day. On YouTube, there's a lot of power walking videos where you do some leg lifts and back kicks and side steps, and just get busy. And then after that, go take a shower, brush your teeth, put on your clothes, have breakfast together as a family. In fact, every meal in these 21 days, I challenge you: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Don't go sit in front of the TV. Sit around the table, switch off all the media and on all the social media, and look each other in the eye and have some good conversation with one another. Maybe for some of you, this might be new and it might go a bit difficult in the beginning, but I assure you that it will get better. Number 3, don't be lazy. Make sure the house is always tidy. When you get up, make your bed first thing in the morning. And every day clean something. You don't have to clean the whole house every day, but do something every day. Get everyone involved. Now's the time to fix things that needs to be fixed. Time to clean your cupboards, throw away, maybe give some of your things away that other people would need or can use, and do something every day. Number 4, you've got to understand that you are going to learn things about people around you that you thought you knew them. Things that are not going to be funny, and you've got to handle it, you've got to deal with it. And the secret that I want to share with you is, many times we want the other people to be perfect. And we don't think that we've got to be the right people from our side first. So Ephesians 4 verse 31 says, in the New Living Translation, get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. And then it says, instead, what must you do? It says, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. Verse 1 of chapter 5 of Ephesians, imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are His dear children, meaning you are loved, you are cherished, you are valued, you are treasured. Verse 2 says, live your life filled with love. How do you do that? Following the example of Christ. What did Christ do? He loved us and offered Himself as a sacrifice for us, a pleasing aroma to God. When the tension gets high in the house, you be the one to go hand out and dish out the hugs and the love and the kind words. This is the time where we need to put away our pride, our self-righteousness, our opinions, because let me tell you, your opinion is not the truth. Your opinion is just your point of view. And therefore, ask God how to deal with every situation. Let us be humbling, let us be forgiving, let us learn to accept each other in the household. Number 5, keep your eyes on the people on your household. You know, depression, anger, frustration, hopelessness, these things tend to come in and make its home in isolation. Therefore, it is important, keep your schedule, keep your routine, but most of all, keep your faith, keep your time with God. Number 6, when you do have to travel, stay away from people in uniform as far as possible. Don't agitate them, don't get irritated, comply with the law. If someone tries to agitate you, you just turn around and you walk away. This is not the time to get arrested, so stay calm. And once again, in our own human strength, we cannot do that. We need God, we need the peace of God within our lives. Number 7, stay busy, even if busy means trying to get calm. And there I want to encourage you, go visit my website, www.taniab.co.za. There's a lot of free resources at growth resources, care resources. There are videos of Afrikaans and English sermons that you can watch. There are Bible study plans. There's a lot of resources for you in PDF format that you can download for free. Please go there. Go to Amazon, go download a book of A.W. Tozer, or there are many other religious people that's written very good, very deep books that can change your life in this time. Watchman Nee, Yonghicha, go download it and get busy, get your brain in these things, get your family around it, teach them the principles that you've learned. And let me tell you, after this 21 days, all of you will be on a higher level that you've ever been within your life. So go through that and spend time with your family. I've got a young daughter and I realized I need to spend more time with her in reading. She's busy learning to read. She's got a lot of books we love. Cultivating reading with her, and also play ball, play swing ball, play board games, but also especially sit around the Word, memorize scriptures together, or tell your children, repeat after me, and make the proclamations in this time that God is with us. And then also in the afternoon for 30 or 60 minutes, go rest, go relax. Number 8, make sure that your relationships are stronger after this time. In other words, don't be a know-it-all. Humble yourself, forgive one another. When your family members communicate, make sure that you don't just hear what they say, that you understand what they told you. Otherwise, it's not communication. So spend time with them. Number 9, remain positive. Keep your faith. This too shall pass. It always does. And be creative. Make plans. Dream big and prepare yourself to be ready for action once the doors open. Because years from now, you will realize how precious these 3 weeks were. And then my last point, be safe, but have faith. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. And I just want to pray over your life today. And also our president has asked us all to pray tonight for our country, for this nation. Come on, let's do this. Let's get together. I want to declare again, we will not die, but we shall live to tell what the Lord has done. I want to declare over your life again that God knows the plans He has for you. It's plans of hope. It's plans of a good future. It's not plans of evil. Let us stand on the Word of God. Let us stand on the promises of God. I pray that you will be blessed in this time. I pray that in these circumstances, that you will shine forth the light of God, that you will have contact with people outside, motivate them. Once again, send this message to as many people as you can to encourage them, because you know people I don't know. And I pray in this time that God will lift up your spirit, and that you will have a new sense of the presence of God within your life and the purpose of God within your life to love God and to love people. Amen.
You make me strong, so